Guys, I just played on the brand new patch 3.3 and this update is absolutely amazing. I mean, the brand new patch notes are really fun and to have taken a look at the lower cooldowns. The elemental drakes is the craziest part and I have a lot of thoughts about it. Now, you guys already know I did play Lucian in this video, so this is the build that I did end up using. You guys already know. And guys, I was using the brand new brutal, the on-hit brutal in this gameplay, and I think brutal is still one of the best runes to run to be really oppressive in the laning phase. But with that out the way, let's hop right on into the gameplay. Wow guys, we got a lot to unpack in this update. I mean, we got a bunch of new changes just across the board. Now, not much of it was changing actual champions or that affects most of the champions. But, oh god, I gotta sneeze. I always gotta sneeze each time I start talking. I think I'm good. It just went away. So yeah, there's a lot of changes, especially to Kraken Slayer, which is pretty cool. And as you're going to see, we are against an Ezreal, and Ezreal's running Kraken Slayer because Kraken Slayer now applies on-hit effects. So any ability that counts as an auto attack will be utilized by Kraken Slayer. And so, yeah, man, I mean, this update brought in elemental dragons, and I think elemental dragons are super OP. I think if you get 2 dragons in a game, I mean, you're basically guaranteed a dub as long as you don't do too much trolling. Like, literally, if you get Infernal and then get another dragon, I mean, that's 8% damage increase. Like, that is ridiculous in my personal opinion. Like, that is a lot of damage. That is just crazy. So I think elemental dragons is really, it's a really fun thing to have. I like the changes to the map. It feels really refreshing, actually. I've played on an infernal map, I played on a mountain map, and I played on a ocean map. And let me tell you, man, I think infernal is very nice when you're ahead. I think having the map open is really nice. And look at this team. I mean, dude, there were so many small decisions here that were so good on why this play worked out as well as it did. I mean, we got a lot done, but yeah, I mean, I think Infernal's super good when you're super ahead. I think Mountain is kind of basically useless unless, like, I mean, unless you're going to be in those positions where you could utilize those extra walls. But I think, wow, I think Ocean is pretty crazy. And the reason for that is I literally played a game today, guys, where I was snowballing this entire game and we were against a Rengar and the first dragon was Ocean. And I mean, this Rengar had bushes to jump in everywhere, literally everywhere. So obviously the Ocean Dragon will come into play for certain champions. And that will be exciting to see how it turns out. And also, like, now that the map changes in such a significant way, this allows for more fun plays to be made. Different type of bushes to camp. You can flank a lot easier. Like, there's just a lot more options. I think this is just exactly like this is exactly what Wild Rift needed. I think it's been a huge long time since we've gotten a change this crazy. Like, I think it's been a while since we've gotten an update this big. I think the last update that was super huge was when we got all of the bunch of new ADC items, to be honest. And I guess when we got the new runes, that was really refreshing. But man, this update literally changes the game, and I think for the better. Now, obviously, dude, the ultimate cooldown reductions is pretty crazy as well. I mean, I was looking at it. Some champions really get a huge benefit. And I'm curious to see how that really plays out and how that affects the meta. Like, as you guys could see, we got an Amumu in this game. And obviously, Amumu didn't get any crazy buffs. But his ultimate got reduced by a lot. Especially for if he has 1 point in his ultimate. I think it got reduced by around 20 seconds, 15 seconds. That's a lot. And so I think that's pretty nice. Even Ashel, like, I think I'm going to have a lot of fun shooting a bunch of Ash ults now that it's on such a low cooldown. I mean, it's very interesting. It's very interesting to see, and I think the game does feel a little fast-paced. And yeah, I mean, I've won a lot of games on this patch, and I feel like the games I lose is literally when the enemy team just gets these dragons. And I think dragons are just a lot stronger. I think they're just a lot stronger this time around, and I think it'll be interesting to see how that also affects pro play. And if teams are willing to trade Rift Herald for Dragon, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, if you stack Dragons, it's ridiculous. And I had a game today, actually, where I was playing a game where we had I think one dragon, the enemy had two dragons, and like we were snowballing this game, but like it came down to the elder fight and we got the elder dragon. And dude, the game was still tough. I thought the elder dragon would have been a straight dub, but literally it wasn't. Like we won the team fight right after, but we weren't really able to close the game out, and then the elder buff ran out super fast, it felt like. So I thought the elder dragon was going to be really, really, really broken, but it doesn't seem like that. I mean, if you're in a game where the game is going really late and one team gets elder, it might not be as broken as I thought it would be, but who knows? I mean, that was only one game. I mean, I've been barely playing on this update. And yeah, so it's very interesting to see. And during my first game of Wild Rift, on the brand new patch, I decided to abuse Lucian, because why not? I think Lucian is probably the best ADC in the meta right now. I mean, it's just so fun to play, super refreshing, and we're about to get our first dragon, but Pantheon ends up ulting in here, which gets it a little tight. And honestly, I don't know what that dash was, but I think I was trying to reposition myself, but it wasn't the best. And right here, as you guys saw, the map just changed. And man, can we talk about how annoying Yuumi is? Boom! That was a huge bubble, man. As you guys saw, I backed up just to make sure I was safe. And boom, I tried to get that another kill, but I wasn't able to. And boom, double kill to Ahri. And guys, Ahri got a huge change to her passive. I think it's really interesting to see how that works out as well. I've been seeing a lot of Ahri play this meta, and obviously people are trying out. And as you guys can see, I am playing with Iraqi Zoro from Immortals, and he was practicing and trying out how Jax feels after the new changes, because if you guys read the patch notes, there's some really brilliant breakdowns of the patch notes that Hell's Devil and Excoundrel did that I recommend you guys to watch. I watched them both just to make sure I understand everything, but because I'm not Super League savvy, so I gotta watch breakdowns as well, and I think they did a great job. But yeah, I mean, Jax got a huge buff when it comes to his team fighting kind of lane phase, but he got completely nerfed in the jungle, which I think is so great, because I feel like it's so easy to play jungle Jax and scale. I mean, if you play jungle Jax, you just farm your jungle camps, you get a lot of gold. Jungle, guys, if you look at pro play, usually junglers have the most gold in the game, and the reason for this is because they just clear their camps, man. They just clear their camps. They could take farm from different lanes, and plus, since they're the ones ganking, they're most likely able to get kills and assists. So usually junglers have the most gold, and when you're playing a champion like Jax that wants to scale, I mean, it's so easy when you got so much gold just waiting for you to pick up. So I love that change that Jax just received. And right here, I mean, dude, what is this Ezreal Yuumi trying to do? Not on my watch. I mean, you could literally see the power of Lucian and Nami. I mean, this Ezreal Yuumi had no chance. I mean, once you get fed with this Lucian, I mean, you're going to be a monster. And I think another huge thing to talk about is the Brutal change. I've been abusing Brutal in the patch before this, and Brutal is just super OP if you're really good laner. If you're really good at punishing people, Brutal is so powerful, because usually ADCs are going to take Hunter Vampirism, and the thing is they need 3 kills to even get the same amount of AD as Brutal once did. Now, Brutal definitely did get nerfed, because Brutal doesn't just give you 7 AD. It gives you 7 AD only when you're actually attacking champions. So that is one thing that is a little bit annoying. But I still think it's pretty good in the laning phase. Maybe I gotta try out Champion a little bit more often, because Champion would probably do a lot more damage on my second back for sure. But right here, I mean, this Pantheon was trying to run, but I was able to get him with my ultimate. So I mean, we're just snowballing this game. I mean, what can I say? I love playing Lucian. I love this new update, and I can't wait to get my hands on the new skins. And also, guys, tomorrow, I believe, or actually the day you are watching this video, the champions are coming out. I think, I may be wrong, but I will be making a guide video on Samira, because she is obviously the next ADC coming out. So I'll definitely be making a guide on her, so just be ready for that. And she looks a lot of fun. I think she has a very interesting kit. And not gonna lie, I've been getting bored of abusing Lucian, so maybe this is something else fun to play. And as you guys could see in this game, I decided to opt for QSS, and I was just trying to try the item out because it's really good against Asol and Pantheon, and it's also basically a reflex block from Vainglory, if any of you guys used to play Vainglory. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it did not feel natural to use. Like, it definitely felt a little weird. I wasn't super fast with my resets, as you guys saw right there. I kind of used it as a cleanse. I mean, it's pretty hard to like use it to react really fast. Like, I mean, Asol's star comes out so fast, and right here I was like taking a lot of damage. I had to back up for a second and reposition myself. But yeah, man, I mean, the Ahri's on the top side. Our team is trying to make plays on the top side, while Pantheon does end up picking a kill onto Ahri. But as you guys see, look at how open this map is. I feel like it's really nice because when you're super far ahead and you do get that Infernal as the first dragon, it's super easy to take people's jungle. I mean, the junglers are literally screwed. If you're behind as a jungler and the map's open like this, it's just super easy to get all your camps stolen, and plus it's so much easier to set up vision. One ward could get you basically vision on the entire blue or red side of the map. So I think it's definitely going to be very important that people play around these dragons. I mean, it literally impacts the map. And so right here we got the mountain dragon that's up, and this Asol was trying to mess around. I'm ulting him, but like, guys, look at how much damage Asol does. Like, I didn't exhaust Asol because it's like it wasn't necessary, but maybe I should have just exhausted him right away. So I decided I want to kind of help in this fight, but it's like a little risky to do so. So I just go get my fruit. But I think I should have just exhausted Asol because it would have been better than me burning my flash, you know. But I am surprised Asol did try to flash away because I could just flash for him, so it's not that big of a deal. But right here I'm resetting for Black Cleaver. My third item on Lucian, I changed a lot. I like to go either Black Cleaver, Blade of the Rune King, or even Rapid Fire Cannon. That's a super nice item that I like to go. It really just depends on their composition and whether if they have enough damage to even really kill me. So right here we end up contesting the Herald and just wiping the floor in the team fight. I mean, we did have some people drop, but that was a team fight dub. And you know, we have 2 dragons, so it literally makes us super strong during team fights. And just whenever we're moving around the map, I mean, we have these increased stats, which is really nice. And so right here, I could literally see the Asol trying to do the jungle, and I literally just stole it. And I was trying to chase him down, but I couldn't. And I know that this Pantheon really wanted to just hop on me with this Aurelian Soul, but right here, as you guys saw, I reflex blocked that. But man, the Asol actually had a really good stasis, but the Nami did end up killing the Asol. And right here, I'm trying to take this fight slow against the Pantheon. I don't want Pantheon to stun me first, and so I come back after Pantheon uses the stun and finish him off. So just like that, it was very easy. I just take my reset right here, pick up the Black Cleaver, and the reason I opted for the Black Cleaver is because they do have enough damage to kill me, and I want to be a little bit more tankier in these fights. And yeah, so I mean, the enemy team has a like somewhat of a late game composition, but they also have a champion like Pantheon that does fall off in the late game. So they do have an interesting balance, but it's really hard for them to kind of get back onto the map, especially when you're playing with Yuumi. The Yuumi's going to be sitting on someone, so you're basically kind of 4v5ing team fights when you're behind, because you don't have that extra person that could be pressuring or doing anything like that. So like, we never need to worry about Yuumi. And plus, this Ezreal's so behind that he doesn't necessarily have any gold to really do much. And so right here, we decide to start the Baron. This is definitely a risky Baron to do because we're basically coin flipping it. The Pantheon decides to come in, but I want to finish off the Baron before the Pantheon gets even in. And right here, the Ezreal decides to go in. I exhausted him, channeling my ult. I decide to flash forward, auto attack, and boom, I'm just comboing everything. Boom, boom, boom. That was so smooth. And boom, just like that, the game is over. I mean, when you get Infernal Dragon and another dragon, you get that strong stack of stacking 2 dragons. And right here, this Asol had no shot of even living. So yeah, guys, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about this patch. Tell me what you guys want to see from this patch, and let me know what you guys are most excited about. But with that, guys, make sure to like and subscribe if you did enjoy the video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.